Podcast. This is episode number 55. This week you're joined by myself, Bruce.
On.
And Ed. By the way,
Alright.
Okay.
I want to start off by saying happy birthday to Snoop, the man that was born 6 months late. Snoop was
Damn.
born on 10/20. There we go. I'm not responsible for that. Jimmy Kimmel is. Heard that like 5 years ago and used it ever since.
Gotcha.
Yeah. All right. So where y'all want to start?
Why don't we start with you?
All right.
Take a look what you got, Ed.
I wasn't ready.
Of course not.
All right. I gave you
Damn.
the Together Again EP by Tiesto. I heavily.
This was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
I really like this one. My highlight off of it was I'll Take You High.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Love that one a lot.
Yeah.
I liked Clickbait.
Oh yeah.
To me, I feel like that as a closer is pretty good. It starts strong and it goes through and it ends the whole like 5-song set pretty strong too.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
And what I like about Clickbait is it has like a bit of an Arabian vibe to it, with the way
Yeah,
that Saul
like-
is cutting.
That was my biggest takeaway from it too. Is like it was so different than the rest of it, but it still had that same energy.
Well, I mean, it was like hard.
Everything else brought to.
Yeah, the drop was like hard style.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this EP. I enjoyed Money. I wish I could remember who made the original song, but I remember, being in like the car, when I was like a little kid and hearing that song on the radio. Hey, baby. But yeah, it's like a remix to it that was beautiful. I heavily enjoyed.
You also gave us what you called the Slacker EP.
Yeah, I was hoping you didn't use that name online or when
Nah, you're fine.
Yeah, there's a group of songs all from the same genre.
Sure.
All right, so I gave you Buttily, Young Thug featuring Drake and Travis Scott. I enjoyed it. Just solid trap track. I thought Travis Scott's verse was the best verse on the track, and I was actually disappointed in them just killing the energy of the track when they brought Drake in.
I
By
mean, that's kinda
changing
what
the
he does.
beat. Well, I mean, they changed the beat and just destroyed it. Like it just was like, hey, here's this energetic vibe, and now we're just gonna drop everything.
Yep.
Like Drake is worth actually dropping everything. It'd be different if it was a Kendrick or Cole. Somebody who actually has bars that they were.
Right. It's also the song itself just kind of like there is no end to it. It just kind of cuts, which to me was just jarring. And I don't know if it's because of what was lined up next for it that you had, but the song just kind of cuts out. The final verse happens, and then that's it. There's nothing else.
Oh, so you listen to this list in order?
I did.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So to me the beat was alright, and then the actual final part of the song is just like it cutting so abruptly just doesn't sit well with me. It didn't feel finished.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my only like complaint with it, other than Drake being on it, because you guys know I don't like Drake. So yeah, I think I think the actual like big criticism I had was just it cutting randomly.
The next single I gave you guys was "But I Don't" by Just Say It. I thought it was
Eh, honestly, I'm gonna be completely honest. Overall, what you gave us was solid in everything, everything's own right. I I I don't think I had a lot of standouts, but this one was solid.
yeah, I just thought it was like a fun post breakup style song. I actually wound up checking out her album that she dropped this week, and it was a solid album. Vocally, it was good. Production wise, it was good, but the whole vibe of it really wasn't for me. But uh, the next one, "Bad" by Sal Saliu and H. I probably butchered that name. But
Probably.
but yeah, I just thought it was a fun UK hip hop style track.
I like the rhythm in that one
Mm-hmm.
mainly. I thought the rhythm was actually like very playful, but it still had the energy it needed to complement the vocals, which was to me that's always something you kind of need.
Well, that's what I
If
like
you
about.
don't match,
That's what I like
it's
about
like
like.
if you don't match, it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's one of the things I do like about UK hip hop is they have a lot of energy to their music. You know, something American hip hop like sounds like everybody's strung out for the most part, and then UK hip hop sounds like everybody's coked up. So
Yeah.
um,
It, it's funny because like in some aspects, in certain situations, UK hip hop brings the same energy that metal bands bring.
yeah,
It's weird, but it's good. Like it's that it shows that there's actually like some sort of passion for what they're doing, and they're trying to make they're trying to make this material like the best it can be.
yeah, it's
Whereas you look at American hip hop, it's like, it sounds good, just throw it,
money bag.
basically.
Gotta get that money grab. All
Honestly, yeah,
right.
what it feels like.
Potable. All right. Next one was CEO by Nita. Fucking, I love this. Like the first time I heard it, the mid Eastern style of the instrumental, um, along with her like beautiful vocals, it was very enjoyable for me.
Yeah, she played around with her high vocals quite a bit,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was cool. Like how there's so much different dynamic and nuance going on there. Um, I like the chorus in it though. I think that was my
Oh yeah,
favorite part. I think that's my favorite part of the whole thing.
yeah.
I think I've heard stuff by her before.
You may have. She's a Israeli artist. I think she was discovered in 2015, if I'm correct. Could be wrong. Um, but yeah. Next song I gave you was before the last before lights by Ans. Yeah,
This was long.
but it's an audio adventure, man. It's a journey.
That what you want to call is that the term you're gonna use?
When you listen to it, man, just go with the flow, feel it. That's what I got from it, man.
I just feel it's a little too long, I think, because there's a point towards the end where it sounds like it can be an ending, but then it just continues
Like
for like one more verse.
it has a bit of a slow build. I kind of cut that out, but altogether, I enjoyed the journey of the whole song.
It was, yeah, no, it was good. I just feel like it's a little that extended a little bit at the end didn't really need to be there.
Yeah. She did drop an EP.
Yes.
It's a solid EP. It picks up as it goes as far as energy goes. There's this song that's actually before Last Before Lights on the album called In a Circle, and it gave me like 80s dance hall style vibes. Like, but yeah, energetic, enjoyable. And the EP is called All Hours. An EP I forgot to mention earlier by Josiah was How Are You? And we ready for the next one?
Yeah. Go
All
ahead.
I'd say so.
right. Got Her Damn Wrong. Did I say it right, Bruce?
I think so.
Close enough.
Cool. It's by Zealand Adder, and it's solid soft rock.
Very soft.
Yeah, for what you gave us for this set, this was like the most. This is the most like of an outlier song because it's just completely on the other side of the spectrum.
It's ungodly brutal. Like,
For what, compared to everything else, yes. I mean, the vocals are basically black metal highs.
well, the guy's screaming in German,
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
which that alone makes any song sound threatening.
It's true.
You could take
Like-
Happy Birthday and have somebody scream it in German, and somebody will be on the verge of pissing himself. So yeah,
It's just. I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I thought it was interesting how they use, like I said, black metal kind of highs, where it's kind of like goblin kind of scream,
yeah,
with more of a metalcore type sound, but the rhythms in the guitar riffs and everything was more of a modern dirty rock kind of structure, which was weird,
but
but it
enjoyable.
worked.
Yes,
Yes, it worked.
it worked very well.
I think they also came out with an EP. So
Nah, that
is that a single?
it's so they're coming out with a self-titled album February 11th,
Right.
2022.
Right.
So
Because, there's a trend with what you sent us where everything but 2 songs were from EPs.
that wasn't on purpose. I was listening.
I didn't think it was, but I noticed that trend and I'm like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah. There's also 2 EPs on here. Well, 2 EPs that I've mentioned that have intros and outros on an EP.
That I did not notice.
Yeah. Yeah, Josiah's album had it, and well, EP had it, and so did Ann's. Just different. And the final single I gave you was Tamed Dashed by Enhypen. You guys check this out or not?
Good old K-pop.
Yeah, but I loved it though. Like, hold on.
And K-pop's good. It's one of those things where people like to like rag on it for some reason. I'm like, it's good.
I mean, it's well produced. I mean, it's just solid song, very enjoyable to hear. Don't really understand the lyrics, but
Apparently, according to Apple, it is an intense genre hopping soundscape.
oh, it's the soundscape.
Because
They cover.
their whole it's their debut album.
Did you listen to it?
No, but because they say it's an intense genre hopping soundscape, I kind of want to.
It's the name of the album, in case you're wondering, is Dimension Dilemma. there's a lot of genre hopping. Tame Dashed to me was the best song off of it, but you want to go through it yourself, you can. Everything's well produced. It's K-pop. Like
Yeah, everything's gonna be well produced.
it's they don't
just
put
what
out
they
anything
do.
that sounds bad as far as quality. Just it depends on what sounds good to your ear.
Right.
But as far as quality goes, it's there. All right, where we want to go next? Since we ran through a shit ton of singles.
Well,
Why don't we jump a little heavier and go to Bruce?
yeah. I brought along Black Pilled by Smile Empty Soul.
God, I love this. I was pleasantly surprised when you put Smile and Be Soul in there. I was like, oh, now you have my interest.
I looked through a lot of stuff to look for something I was actually interested in, and this was very happy to say I found them.
Yeah,
I'm
I
very
love
happy with it.
I love Smile and Be Soul.
Yeah, this was a great.
I can easily say I'm going to be listening to them more now.
Yeah, I have this album saved in my library.
Should do that. I didn't do that this morning.
Yeah. Yeah, Bitterness and Bleach, End
Oh, that's
Times,
terrible.
Martyr, Sunburn to me was like standout, but that's because I found it highly relatable.
Okay, yeah.
But they have a great sound.
Mm-hmm. I don't know if I have a standout for them.
I think my standout was Kitty.
Kitty was good.
Exodus was good.
Yeah.
The whole thing is phenomenal.
Ex-
Like,
Mm-hmm.
Exodus gave me almost Grateful Dead vibes.
right? These guys genre hop so much.
Yeah.
I can feel that.
Because they started out as an alternative group, like a rock alternative group. So they have that grittiness pretty much down pat, but then they started jumping through different genres and combining the sounds with what they know how to do, and it works really well. I love it. So yeah, it's definitely an experience for this record, but like their whole discography is pretty much the same.
All right.
I say I love their album arts. I'm looking at them all, and they all are beautiful.
Yeah, like I said, they're good, but I was pleasantly surprised when you threw them in there as like what you gave us. So, I guess that's me now.
Yeah, on to the heaviest we can go.
Ice Nine Kills finally dropped. Welcome to Horrorwood, the Silver Scream 2. Oh my. Horror movie themed metal is. I didn't know I needed it until I discovered the first Silver Scream, and I'm just all for it now for when they start doing this more.
It's a journey.
It
Yeah, it
definitely
is.
is a journey through the entire thing.
Like it's heavy. Don't get me wrong. It's heavy. They know how to do the heavy. They know how to do the melodies. But when you get to take your pick, it's the heaviest song on the record. It's a shock factor in a way, just because like it's so heavy and there's so much discourse going on, but it's still coherent.
I actually found 3 standouts from this album for me, at least. Fly.
Okay, yeah.
For
Go
the chorus and the drifting between rock and metalcore style sounds.
I mean, well, that one also features Buddy Nielsen. So
Gotcha. Rainy Day. I loved how it gets heavier as it goes. And,
that one's about Resident Evil.
Is it really?
Yes.
No shit.
Because if you listen, they say where evil is taking up residence, and they also mention what red and white will do with the information.
Yeah, I wonder
Truth,
what that was
Or
about.
red, that's Umbrella Corp from
Ah,
the series.
no shit.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I actually went through and looked at what movies all of these were based off of, but I'll let you finish talking before I do that.
Worst Vacation. Uh, Personally, my favorite off the album. It stood out to me the first listen through the album.
And I like
Okay.
how in Welcome to Horrorwood, it starts off where he's just nice and soft, and then phone rings, and it just throws you directly into it.
Yes,
I really like that.
it is fantastic. Where the hell?
You got to enjoy a themed album. That
Like I
album
said, they know how to do it really well.
that says, "Hey, we're gonna go with this theme." We're just put you on a journey.
So we have the opening, the introduction, which is opening night, it was akin to the um, tape recording introduction to the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, and then you have a rash decision, which was Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever. Welcome to Horrorwood was basically like just kind of getting you like into the theme, into the meta of the whole thing. And then you have Assault and Batteries, which is basically it's Child's Play, which is Chucky. They also refer to the Bride of Chucky with some of the lyrics. You have the shower scene, which is Psycho. For anybody who watches horror movies and has seen that, you know exactly what this is talking about.
Yeah, I assume that was Psycho without ever seeing the movie because I've heard people
Yeah,
talk about
because
it.
right, which is why the song is called the shower scene. Funeral Derangements was about Pet Cemetery.
Ooh,
Like I said, Rainy Day was about Resident Evil franchise. Hip to Be Scared is American Psycho. Um, so it's and then we have what is it? Take Your Pick with Corpse Grinder. That is based on My Bloody Valentine. The Box is based on Hellraiser. That also features Ryan Kirby from Fit for a King and Brandon Soller from Atreyu, which is amazing. You have Fly, which is about The Fly. And that features Buddy Nielsen from Census Fail. You have Worst Vacation, which is based on Hostel, which is a pretty much a German type of thing. A German-centered movie, I think. Then you have Ex Mortis, which was based on Evil Dead. They reference the Necronomicon in the lyrics, so if anybody has any information, any clue about that movie, and you listen to the song, you hear the word Necronomicon, you now know where that connection's from. And then you have Farewell to Flesh, which is based on Candyman. So that is all the song references, well, all the movie references the songs refer to. But yeah, solid.
yeah.
Very, very solid. This will probably end up on my list for best of 2021.
Really?
Yeah, for me, anyway.
Talking top 10, top 5.
Definitely top 10. I don't know about top 5. We still got 2 more months to go.
Yeah, top
So
5
we'll
is
see.
dangerous.
Top 5 is so hard to round out. I actually have a couple more that I want to talk about because I got a single that I didn't give you guys, and I have an album and 2 EPs.
Mm.
I have a lot this week.
All right. I'm going to let you talk.
So the EP or the album I want to talk about is from Dead, spelled D-E-D. This is their sophomore record. I've been waiting for this to happen for about 4 years now, I think, 4 or 5. Finally here, called School of Thought. It's not as good as I was hoping it to be. I think that's because Misanthropy has such a high level of like production and energy that I thought it was gonna be in this, and it is, but not to the same level. It's good. I like a lot of the melodies. I like a lot of the rhythms. I love the tonality in his voice. I just don't think it was as impactful as their first record, but it's definitely like a good follow-up in a way. They actually feature Maria Brink from In This Moment on Love Song, which
Mm.
was pretty cool. And you can tell you even without reading that, like if I didn't tell you she featured and you didn't read the song title and I just let it play, you'd be able to tell if you knew who she was because it sounds like In This Moment song. But then it kicks in the second half into what Dead know how to do, which is amazing. I thought it was like a nice compliment to each other in a way. I still think Mannequin Idol is my favorite off of this, which I think is their first single they put out for it. I still think that's my favorite, and then Parasite. But the whole thing is solid. Not as crazy as I had thought it was going to be initially. Um, and then I'll get the single out of the way. August Burns Red dropped Vengeance. Yes.
Hmm.
It's ABR. It's good. I don't need to say anything else.
Yeah. Sounds like I got something to check out when I'm done.
From Ashes to New dropped the third and final volume for Quarantine Chronicles, which I love this. I was waiting for this to happen when I heard about it. It features Trevor McNeven on a rendition of Wait For Me as the opening piece, which is, I love that song to begin with. The feature makes it all the more better, I think. They covered, by the way, the Quarantine Chronicles, a bunch of like covers they did essentially of other songs while in quarantine in 2020. The first one on here is Tears Don't Fall, which is already a phenomenal song. They did a very fantastic cover of it. It then leads into Already Gone, which I don't know who did this one initially, but I'm gonna find out. And then the final cover for this is Beat It.
Like Michael Jackson, Beat It.
Yes.
Hmm.
it They turned what was I guess like a pop song esque type of thing. If that's I don't know what genre typically he dabbled in.
Pop.
Yeah, so they took a pop oriented song and turned it into a metalcore song. And it works so well. But there's more of like hard rock aspects to it than just straight up metalcore because the way the guitar riff is. And then the final one was Gone Forever, which is one of their songs.
Oh, they
I
covered
don't
one
know
of
if
their
there's
songs.
yeah, I don't know if there's anything different with this one than there is on the original off of their 2018 record, but it's still a good song, still holds up. So yeah, that's a great EP. On the whole like set of three of them is phenomenal. And Knocked Loose out of nowhere. I didn't even know this was happening. I never saw a single drop from them for this. They just kind of threw it out. They dropped a Tear in the Fabric of Life. It's an EP. It is a 6-song set. It is 21 minutes, and it's straight up pure brutality, breakdowns, screaming, everything you expect out of Knocked Loose. So, yeah, that was a nice surprise to find. And I believe that's all I have.
All right, want to move on to the news?
Sure.
Alright.
All right, so Kanye West decided to change his name to just Ye.
Oh, here we go.
He's not Kanye. He is not West. He's Ye. Y-E.
I did see
Yee.
that.
It's not even yay, it's yee.
Yay.
But it's pronounced Ye. All right.
Not anymore. Someone's gonna. It's already been memed. I'm not even gonna say it's going to. It's already been memed.
I mean,
Oh, it's already been memed for sure.
how can it not be memed? But yeah. Nah, people have
Man,
been
changed his name
referring
to
to
Yee.
people have been referring to Kanye West as Ye for a while now. So
Or at least spell it differently. Spell it with an accent mark. Please. It just would make more sense.
don't tell a man how to spell his name. Come on now.
It's spelled Yee. No one's gonna call him Yay.
I just did. I just called him Ye multiple times.
It's because you're reading an article.
Actually, no, I'm looking at the Meek article.
Oh, look at that. It's still an article.
Kept that shit in my head.
Hmm.
Anyway, continue.
That's what happens when Ed's on his meds. He can keep something in his head. Spit it out.
About to lay bars here?
Huh?
You about to drop some bars? Is that what you're doing?
No, that cough was me trying to clear my
That's-
lungs.
It's not what I was referring
That was-
to, but okay.
That was not me getting ready to, like, murder a verse like I'm, Method Man or something. Because for whatever reason, Method Man feels the need to cough on the mic before he starts rapping. Anyway, I digress. So Meek wanted to be pulled off the Billboard charts, and he has been pulled off the Billboard charts as his request, because his reasoning was because Jay-Z doesn't believe that the Billboard charts are correct or accurate. So Meek,
I mean, it's fair, but like, I feel like getting pulled off is a bit of a drastic reaction to that.
Jay-Z said that the Billboard charts are fake. Nah, I want to get off the Billboard charts. What?
I mean, when you throw a pop song on a rock list, then yes, but that's completely different.
Well, that's categorization, which, for whatever reason, most of the industry that ranks music has problems with.
I mean, yeah, just like a metal.
Remember when Tool won Metal Album of the Year?
Yeah, and they're not even metal.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Without that hurt me.
Yeah.
That hurt me.
That's
They're like Nickelback. They're hard rock.
pretty much what I had for news. If we
I
want,
mean,
So,
I have news that's kind of old, and I don't know too much about it. But apparently, there was beef at one point in like the last month or so, I think, between Machine Gun Kelly and Corey Taylor.
yeah, this happened.
I don't
do
understand
tell.
why, but
Um,
apparently one of them said something and the other one shot back, and it just continued.
Yeah, Machine Gun Kelly said something stupid about Slipknot, and Corey Taylor replied, I certain people you gotta ignore when they say
MGK
something.
is one of them.
Yeah,
Because look what he did to M.
yeah.
Like, did we forget the kill shot happened?
There's a lot of debate around that, and it's intriguing. Well,
Well, for that, it was probably like a publicity thing and ratings thing.
I honestly
But-
think that whole beef between Machine Gun Kelly and M was brought up by Interscope Records. We don't need
Oh,
to get
probably.
we don't need to get into conspiracy theories here, but
I'm saying we don't need tinfoil hat right now.
a
Yeah, apparently MGK said some stupid shit, and Corey decided to fire back for whatever reason.
yeah, if I was Corey, I would have just been like, "Who?"
Who is this clown?
Hmm.
I may not have went as far to say who's this clown. I would have just said who. When is he authority in metal?
Yeah, really.
Like,
Dude makes punk rock.
yeah, after getting chased out of rap.
Yeah. Gotta say, he's better at the punk rock thing than he is at the rap.
A
Anyway.
lot better.
His most recent song is actually really good.
Yeah.
I think it's called Paper Cuts.
Hmm.
I haven't heard it, but definitely check it out.
Um, that's what I got. So
All right.
So, I mean, this is kind of old, from like a month ago, but Eminem opened up a spaghetti shop in Detroit, Michigan.
Yeah, you know that's already
And-
under
Okay.
fire.
Yeah?
Yeah.
why?
How so?
Apparently, a Bengals player claims he got sick after eating
Oh, I did
Eminem's
just
mom's
see that.
spaghetti.
Ah,
I did just see that.
so the song is true.
There's vomit on his sweater already.
Mom's spaghetti.
I was actually looking at a bunch of different reviews, and it seems to be pretty good. If I was
Are we
ever in the
trusting that
area.
these people have taste buds? Because
I mean, if I was ever in Detroit, Michigan, maybe I'll try it. But I don't know if I'll ever be in Detroit.
Ron just came at an entire group of people's taste buds. Jesus Christ, bro.
you're right, I did.
What is
Like,
wrong
I
with
can't.
you?
I can't say anything 'cause I haven't had it. But like, generally speaking, when people say like, there's a new place of just like a new food place that opened and they go, oh, it's really good. A lot of times I'm very skeptical because it's like, some people just don't have a sense of taste.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm one of those people, to be honest with you. When it comes to food, I'll eat anything. I really don't have, like, I've eaten food from a place for like a week straight. One of my coworkers go, hey, where do you go for lunch? And I go, oh yeah, this place, they're all right. And then they have something. They go, dude, this is disgusting. How do you eat this every day? And I go, oh. So there's people like me in the world. So I guess Ron is right to come at people's taste buds.
Very true.
And so it's just when that type of thing happens, it just makes me skeptical.
Gotcha.
Is that all the news we have this week?
I believe so.
We can move into billboards.
Do you want to take a break and then do billboards? Do you want to do billboards and then break?
Break.
Okay.
Looking to start a podcast? Buzzsprout makes it really easy. Get your show listed on every major podcast platform with little hassle. You'll join over 100,000 other podcasters already using Buzzsprout. You'll get a really good website with audio widgets you can use on other websites, tools to help you promote your show, detailed analytics, and more. Follow the link to get started. It'll let Buzzsprout know that we sent you. If you sign up for a paid plan, you'll get a $20 Amazon gift card, and you'll be directly supporting us here at Music Shack Pod. Buzzsprout, the easiest way to get a podcast out there.
All right, moving on to the Billboard Artist 100. Drake's number 1, Olivia Rodrigo's number 2, Ed Sheeran's number 3, Doja Cat's number 4, Don Toliver's number 5, The Weeknd's at number 6, Justin Bieber's at number 7, Lil Nas X is up to number 8, Taylor Swift is down to 9, and Dua Lipa's up to 10.
Sitting in number 1, we got Industry Baby by Lil Nas X. Number 2, we've got Stay by the Kid Laroi. At 3, we've got Fancy Like by Walker Hayes. 4, we've got Bad Habits by Ed Sheeran. At 5, we've got Way Too Sexy by Drake. At 6, we got Good For You by Olivia Rodrigo. 7, we got Kiss Me More by Doja Cat. At 8, we got Levitating by Dua Lipa. 9, Essence by Wizkid. And at 10, we got Shivers by Ed Sheeran.
All right. So for our Billboard Global 200 chart, we have at number 1, Stay by the Kid Laroi and Justin Bieber. Number 2 is Love Nuan Titi, which is by CK. Number 2 is Industry Baby by Lil Nas X and Jack Harlow. Number 4 is Ed Sheeran with Bad Habits. Number 5 is also Ed Sheeran with Shivers. Number 6 is Glass Animals with Heat Waves. I did not know they dropped or something, so apparently that's cool. Number 7 is Elton John and Dua Lipa with the Cold Heart remixes. And then number 8 is Faruko with Pepas. I'm probably butchered both of those, but at this point, who cares? Number
Ed.
9 is okay. Number 9 is Coldplay and BTS with My Universe. And number 10 is Lisa with Money.
All right. Want to move on to upcoming?
Sure.
All right.
All right.
So, on the date of recording, which is October 20th,
Mm-hmm.
CL dropped Alpha. And then the 22nd, which is Friday, Wale will be dropping Florian 2. Big Zoo will be dropping Navigate. BK the Roller will be dropping Love Black. Conway the Machine will be dropping God Don't Make Mistakes, which I think he already dropped. I think it's weird it's on this list again. But yeah, it's what's supposed to be coming for the 22nd.
Bruce, you want to go next? Because I got a long one.
Sure.
Wait, there's a long list of
So-
Scandinavian diseases this week.
There's a couple.
All right, so slated for the 22nd of October, we got Angel Dust is dropping Yak, a collection of truck songs.
Oh no.
Black Marble is dropping Fast Idol. Deerhoof is dropping Actually You Can.
Okay.
Duran Duran is dropping Future Past.
Wow.
Elton John is dropping the Lockdown Sessions. Every Time I Die is releasing Radical.
Oh. Okay.
Groupers dropping Shade. Hand Habits is dropping Funhouse.
Another turn. Never mind. I'm not even gonna make that joke.
I think we were thinking of the same joke there.
Jarvis Cocker is going dropping
Mm.
Chanson's. Wait, I have no idea how to pronounce that.
This lineup is beautiful here.
JPEG
Follow.
Mafia is dropping LP. La Luz is dropping La Luz.
Ah. Self-titled.
Lana Del Rey is dropping Blue Banisters.
Lana Del Rey.
Did I say something wrong?
Yes.
Alright. Lone is dropping Always Inside Your Head. Lonely Guest is dropping Lonely Guest.
Ah, more self-titled.
My Morning Jacket is dropping My Morning Jacket.
Oh no, I have to listen to that one.
Parquet Courts is dropping Sympathy for Life. Ross from Friends is dropping Tread. Said the Whale is dropping Dandelion. Self-Esteem is dropping Prioritize Pleasure.
Oh.
Whale is dropping Fullerin 2, and Wet is dropping Letter Blue.
Wet.
Interesting names there.
There are some names on that list.
Wow. I complain about hip hop.
Yeah. Did.
Ah. Bad, not good.
Gucci baby.
Big baby Gucci.
Same difference.
Does it really matter?
Yes.
Alright. So I have slated for October 22nd. 1914 is dropping Where Fear and Weapons Meet. Armored Saint is dropping a CD DVD set for Symbol of Salvation Live. Apparition is dropping Feel. Blood Red Hourglass is dropping Your Highness. Burning Point is dropping Arsonist of the Soul. Can't Swim with Change of Plans. Catalyst Crime with a self-titled. Here's one that I haven't heard in a while. Cradle of Filth is dropping Existence is Futile. Here's another one. Dream Theater is dropping A View from the Top of the World, which I'm very curious about. I also have Every Time I Die on here with Radical. Livlos with And Then There Were None. Massacre with Resurgence. Necrofire with Prophecies of Eternal Darkness. The Pineapple Thief with Nothing But the Truth.
Yeah, I wouldn't trust the Pineapple Thief.
Yeah, based off of their name alone, I'm interested. Premiata Forneria Marconi, I believe. How they're pronounced, with I Dreamed of Electric Sheep. I don't know.
I think
That's
that's
a
the
name.
scientific name for an electric sheep. Right?
I have no idea. But
Sounds like it's in
possibly.
Latin.
Yeah, a little bit. Sentinels are dropping Collapse by Design. Sepultura is dropping Sepul Nation, which is their studio album set, which is from 98 to 2009, the box set. Seven Sisters are dropping Shadow of a Falling Star Part 1. 6 a.m. is dropping a hits album, so it's a bunch of their top songs. There are 20 on this. I looked at it. That's amazing. We have Slayer dropping 4 re-releases. Haunting the Chapel, Hell Awaits, Live Undead, or Live Undead, and Show No Mercy are all getting re-releases. Starset is dropping Horizons. And Worm is dropping Forever Glade.
All right.
So, but I can't find it at the moment. So, according to that list, that is all there is.
All right.
Why don't we jump into intermittent listening before we close this out? Because we're
Yeah.
we're almost there.
I completely forgot about intermittent listening.
Yeah, I did too, and I was like, you know what? We should probably do that.
Yeah.
I'll let you guys go first, of course.
All right. Well, I mean, we've had a long break because some moron decided to get COVID.
Yeah, how dare they? Oh,
Yeah.
I forgot to. Okay. One of the ones that I want to talk about dropped at the beginning of the month when we were going to do a session, and then we didn't.
Yeah. Because I didn't. Were we?
But we were planning to. I guess I don't know.
We're
'Cause,
thinking about it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was when my mind still wasn't working right.
Wage War came out with Manic. This is also in my top 10.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been playing it a lot.
Do you have 20 albums in your top 10?
Of course.
I mean, what was it? I remember I made like a list when we did like the top 5, and I think I had eight albums in my top 5, and I'm like, let me figure this out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal putting that list together.
It really is. Because there's so much good this year.
And we missed a lot because I was sick for 2 months.
Yeah, I've
Still-
been keeping up I've been keeping up with my stuff since then.
I just had pretty much things that I enjoyed on repeat. Highly Suspect, Architects.
Of course, Architects, always.
Well, yeah, J. Cole's off season.
That's still a good one.
Run the Jewels, RTJ4.
Hey, that album held up so well.
Mm-hmm. And I can't believe I can't think of the name. Wow, drawing a blank.
You know, the one that makes the noise.
Yeah. The band that makes the noise. There's a multitude of them. It was their 7th album. I can remember it was their 7th album, but I can't remember that. Now I gotta pull it up. No, it's been like this. This is part of the reason why I didn't want to do the pod for a little bit, because my mind still hasn't fully fucking gotten back to where it needs to be.
Well, this will help it do that.
Yes, because it's causing me to think. Me, you, and at 6.
Exactly.
Me, you at 6. Sucker punch.
That's. I love that still.
Oh, and Blight's Tech 9 and Hush. The Blight EP.
Yes.
That was.
Apparently, he just dropped a song with The Rock as well.
Yeah, I didn't listen to it.
I didn't either. I kind of don't want to.
Yeah, I don't like feeding that type of stuff. Like, if I hear enough people say it's good, I'll go check it out. But I'm not going to be one of the people who goes, "Oh, an actor just did a song, I got to hear it."
Yeah, like it. I don't know how I feel about it, because like I think it's cool he's getting into other media, but at the same time it's like everyone's gonna praise this, I think, because he's on it.
Yeah.
And I don't want that to be the reason it being highly played. I want it to actually be a good song. So if I go in thinking it's a good song and it's not, I'll be disappointed.
Yeah. And the whole reason why I said I don't want to just go in and support it by listening, give it a listen, is I don't want actors, half-assing songs because it's a quick check.
Right.
And
that's my whole thing too. Is like I want it to actually be good, and then if everyone's saying it's good because The Rock is on it, then I don't know how good it actually is.
Yeah. I mean, but it's Tech 9. It's hard. I feel like Tech 9 could carry anybody.
Oh, for sure.
Like, Tech 9 could carry me on a track. Like, for sure. And I'm quite the anchor. Like,
Yeah,
I will
I've
sink
been-
your ship.
I've been going through a lot of the releases that have happened within the last month, because they're good, and I've been going through more stuff that I just haven't played in like a few months or so, just to have, things going. I'm still on that, really just trying to. I still have that mindset of just like playing things that I haven't listened to in a little while.
I mean, it's
But
good.
yeah,
Because there's so much that you take in that you actually wind up forgetting some of the good shit that, you missed.
but well, one of the ones I wanted to talk about, I'm very upset we didn't get to, is We Butter the Bread with Butter finally dropped their latest record.
Oh,
Oh, we missed out on that?
Yeah, it was in September.
Oh.
It's
Damn.
called Das Album, and it's fucking amazing. It's just I love it.
Those guys are insane.
I highly recommend this to anybody who likes party metal or just like hardcore death metal in a way. Listen to this. That's just all they are, and it's great.
They did
Orbit Culture had a new EP.
They did my favorite cover this year.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which is
Hypa.
oh yeah, Hypa.
It's the only
I love.
cover
I went back and listened to that. And it. Oh my god.
It's the only
Still love
cover
it.
I have saved to my library.
I
This
love
year.
that.
I'm not a big cover guy, but that cover, phenomenal.
Orbit Culture came out with the Shaman EP. I shared a song off this with you guys called Strangler. It's a 5-song set. The whole thing is great. Strangler's the best song on it, and people can fight me on that. But that guitar riff with that energy from the rhythm of the vocals, just it hits you, and it's perfect. But I love that riff so much.
This is the band that sounds like Metallica if they went heavier, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah, that's how I'm gonna describe Orbital Culture to anybody anymore. It's just they're modern metalcore Metallica. It's honestly that's what it sounds like. Let's see, Shadow of Intent is going to drop a new record at some point. They dropped a song a while back called "Laid to Rest," which is a standalone. And then a little shortly after they dropped another one called "From Ruin We Rise," which is going to be on the new record. So expect that for when that comes up. Just Attack Attack dropped a new song, which is good. Citizen Soldier did as well. Skillet apparently has a new one coming, whole new record coming. Spirit Box's Eternal Blue, when that came out, that was fantastic. Very pleased with that one. Mikamen's Romans came out with a new song. Eskimo Callboy has We Got the Moves, which I find phenomenal. It's Eskimo Callboy. Like
Those guys are ridiculous.
the music video for this one's even better. Like the song is already good. The music video makes this song so much better.
You want to talk about ridiculous music videos?
Talking about the Bring Me the Horizon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Die for You.
Yeah. That was directed by Ali Skies, you know.
Yeah, I know. Ollie directed that one, and I like if this is the kind of direction they're gonna go and still mix in like their metalcore roots, like they did on the Post-Human EP. I'm all for it. Like I like it. It's weird.
It was weird. Believe it or not, Ali Skies was actually featured on a song that caused me to. I might go back and listen to the album, but I kind of don't want to hear the album. Tom Morello launched.
No, that wasn't a Tom Morello song. That was a Bring Me song with Tom Morello.
It's on Tom Morello's new album.
I know, but like it's a Bring Me song with Tom Morello. You can't tell me otherwise. I know exactly what you're talking about, and I've heard it, and it's just a Bring Me song.
Just strange.
It's good. It's just it's not a Tom Morello song. I'm sorry.
Lyrically, it's strange.
Lyrically, it's some of the darkest stuff I think Ollie has like written in a while.
I mean, somebody fucking kill me? What?
Yeah, that's some of the darkest stuff he's written in a while. Sleep Token also dropped, I think last month. I didn't get through that album entirely, but it is good from what I went through. That's a long one too. So yeah, there's just been a lot. Asking Alexandria dropped the new record, like, as soon as they did. Like, they came out with, what was it? Like a House on Fire, and they came out with that just last year, and they already have a new one. It's good. I like it. And Memphis Mayfire has been dropping stuff. Yeah, there's just been so much that I've been going through that. And then I've also just been going through other stuff. Just as like, keep things different. Keep it fresh.
So
Still been going back to Slaughter to Prevail because Costalum is good.
So I'm gonna throw this into intermittent listening.
Mm-hmm.
I gave CL's Alpha a first listen today. It dropped today.
Oh yeah, how'd that go?
Oh, it's front running.
Really?
Oh, it's the front runner. For this week coming. So if I can't find anything near that, that's what you're getting.
Okay.
If I can, you're getting a single off that album. Just phenomenal K-pop album. I'll be listening to it probably tomorrow and partially Friday, and then running through and trying to see if I can find something better to listen to. But if not, that's what you guys are getting next week.
Hmm.
A full K-pop album. from Ed.
I'm down. We did it once before with BTS. I'm down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
When she raps, she almost sounds like Nicki Minaj.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Well, the first time I heard her was on Dirty Vibe with Skrillex.
Mm-hmm.
And initially I was like, is that Nicki Minaj on a Skrillex song?
Which, by the way, would be the weirdest collab to begin with.
But it's not, it's something you could still hear happening.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe not now because Skrillex is kind of fallen in celebrity. But at the time, could have happened. He did do a whole album with two guys from Canada. One guy named Diplo, the other one Justin Bieber. That happened. It's called Jack U. It's actually a pretty good album. But Bruce, where you been?
Well, realistically, all over the place, like the usual. So, I've been listening to a lot of power metal recently, which isn't too much to be mistaken
Not-
for.
It's not too different.
Yeah. But, I've been listening a lot of, video game soundtracks, because Deltarune Chapter 2 came out recently, and there's just a lot of good music from that.
There
I've been
is.
listening to, a bunch of Eurobeat again, which is usual as well. I've been listening to a lot of Starkill. I just love all their stuff still. Actually been getting
gotta-
my one coworker into some more metal stuff.
How about Steve?
No, about Noah. He's actually
Oh, that's right, the other
listening
one.
to metal stuff now.
Infect him with it.
hmm
Yo, introduce him to
Plenty
Goddard
of... Listen to what?
Dameron.
Oh. I played black metal at work once a few months ago.
Did you
And
play?
I don't remember. I just put on a black metal playlist
Okay.
from YouTube and just let it go, and I was just like, you know what, this is just isn't my thing, and then I changed it. Everyone was like, oh, I was wondering when that would change.
That just sounds safe, you know. Black metal at work.
Yeah.
Did you at least warn
don't
them
think-
first?
Yeah, we were talking about something in the morning, and someone was just like, oh, blah, 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 metal, something, blah, 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 and I was like, I can do black metal. I was like, oh, okay.
Shadow of Intent or Lorna Shore are always good to start with.
Lorna Shore.
Their EP is actually solid, though. I think we talked about that. I don't remember if we talked about the latest Starkill song, which was back in April. It's for anybody who likes Starkill, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm actually curious as to when they're gonna drop something else. I'm hoping they do another record, because
Trying to think if there's anything else outstandish. Oh, I've been listening to a lot of Lady Gaga recently as well.
Yo, Chromatica?
okay.
It was a weird one, just kind of because Steve and I were talking at work one day. We were just doing something, and then we got onto the topic of Katy Perry. Started listening to Katy Perry, and then started listening to Lady Gaga. Then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna keep listening to her for a while.
I was gonna say, like, that's weird even for you.
Yeah.
Hey, it's good stuff.
I mean, yeah. Just weird even for Bruce.
Yeah. Have you heard Chromatica?
Well, I mean, yes.
No, I was talking to Bruce.
Probably. Let me. Is that one of the newer ones?
Yeah, it's the album she dropped last year.
Yeah.
Oh, damn, she dropped 2 this year. I have heard a bunch of songs from it, yeah. I like it. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've been listening to for the last bit.
All right.
Well, I think that's gonna wrap up episode 55 of the Music Shack podcast.
I do believe so.
It's good to be back doing this. I've been looking forward to this all day.
Dude, I can't wait till we're back in person.
Mhm.
Until I have the energy to actually load my car up
It'll
and be there.
it'll be so nice.
Yeah. So those of you who tuned in, who have been, waiting for this to drop, again, thank you.
And we're sorry.
And yeah. Yeah, thank you for tuning back in, and for anybody who is new to this and happened to find us, however you found us, if you liked it, please go listen to the other episodes we have, because there's a lot of good stuff that happened this year.
Oh,
A
yeah.
lot of good stuff that happened last year. So,
I think this year's been better, though, as far as the music goes.
oh, I think so too.
I'd say worst as far as my health goes, but musically,
I say music-wise, I think this year's been pretty strong.
yeah.
So yeah. Once again, this will wrap up episode 255 of the Music Shack podcast. Yeah, thank you for listening, and we will be back next week with more noise to talk about.
Noise?
Noise.
Noise.